Yeah, that's what happens. And now I have powder all over my vanity. That was a great idea. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. On today's video, we're gonna do a full face using only e.l.f. products. I placed a big order, not a big order, I'm gonna say big order, but I placed an order on e.l.f.'s website too, and we're gonna be trying a few new things like the liquid blush. Some of the things are already, I have another one too. Some of those things are kind of like not so new to me, like the Halo Glow that I've been using for a good time right now, and I still love it. The lipsticks, I mean, talk about products, okay? I got a bunch of e.l.f. products, and if you haven't tried yet, you're missing out because some of them are really good. And if you know e.l.f., and I know e.l.f. from kind of like back in the day when things were like $2 or $3, they step up to their game a lot. Some of the products are like dupes for other products, and they are not even hiding that. So if you enjoyed this, just please keep watching and let's get started. Okay, so let's see. To start, let's start with my brows. So for that, I have the Instant Lift Brow Pencil, and mine is in shade taupe. That's the shade. It will fill your brows really quick, really fast. So in here, and then it has a spoolie on the other side. That's very helpful. So my favorite primer is the Power Grip Primer. Mine, as you can see, it's almost over and I need to get a new one. But this primer, it really helps to stick your makeup in place. So I'm just gonna add that. And oh, just a disclaimer, I forgot to mention that I prepare my skin for the makeup. I already add some moisturizer and SPF. So right now I'm adding just the primer because I like to give the primer a couple minutes before I go with the whole makeup. Sometimes I like to add a little bit under the eyes too because this primer is that good. So yeah. So while I have the primer, I'm gonna use this lip balm, Ride or Die. I don't know if they still have it, but since I still have it, I'm gonna use it. So it's just to keep my lips hydrated until I'm finished with my makeup, and then remove it. By the time I remove it, my lips will be hydrated and ready to go for lipstick and all the jazz. I'm gonna use this concealer. It's called the Hydrating Camo Concealer, and mine is in light peach. Okay, so I'm gonna use that on my eyelids just to prime my eyes for the eyeshadow. And then with a brush, I'm just gonna make sure everything here is blended. When it comes to eyeshadows, e.l.f. has some really good eyeshadows. So I got this guy right here. It has 10 eyeshadows, and I'll confess, I got this palette just specifically because of this color right here. I just think this color is so pretty on the lids. I don't know if you can see. This was $10. I'm gonna use that, but also e.l.f. has some really bite-sized shadows, and each one of them has 4 shadows. They are probably $4 to $5 if I'm not wrong. I have a couple favorites in here. I have Truffles, I have I Love You a Latte. It's more like matte, and then I have Pumpkin Pie too. It's one of my favorites too. But today I'm gonna use this one just because it's new, and like I said, I love that color. So to start, and you know, one thing before I forget, you get a palette like this, and if you're a beginner, you're gonna be so overwhelmed. You'll be like, oh my gosh, where do I start? You know, just pick one eyeshadow. Sometimes I just use just my favorite one all over the lid. some eyeliner, and I'm good to go. Don't forget your mascara too. But you know, just pick one and go put it all over your lid. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be super pretty too. If you wanna feel a little bit more adventurous, you can pick 2 or 3 eyeshadows. So normally I go with one that I would put like as a transition shade, like this one, and then I will go probably with a darker one like this, you know, on my outer V here, and then I might go with this one or this one in here on my inner corner. That way I kind of have a smoky look too, and it's gonna look pretty as well. So to start, I'm gonna use a brush like this one, and I'm gonna dip on this color right here. They don't have a name. No. Oh, by the way, this one is called the Perfect 10 Eyeshadow Palette, okay? That's what it is. It's all mattes, and it's calling my name too. So I'm gonna go with that shade, and again, I'm gonna make sure there are no creases on my eyelids here, and on my crease, I'm just gonna add a beautiful color from here all the way to the side. And then we will clean it up the edges later anyways. So yeah, all over here. And then when I get to the side, I pull a little bit. So then I can create that cat look at the end when I clean it up. Same thing on this side. Make sure to have no creases in here. And then let's do something kind of simple. I would say kind of because I'm thinking about also doing a cut crease. So that part might be a little bit challenging, but I'm thinking about using 3 eyeshadows, 3 shades the most. I always say that, and at the end of the day, I'm like, oh, this is simple, and then I have like 6 eyeshadows, you know, on my eyelid. So let's see how it goes. I think I'm gonna go with this guy right here. I hope you can see that. Let me see. Yes, this guy right here. It's a darker one, and I'm gonna use just the side of the brush right here. The other one I picked up from this side, but now the second one I'm gonna get from this one, and I'm gonna put that in the socket of my lid. So I'm gonna kind of keep my eyes open and then add this on my crease right here, just to create this smokiness. I'm gonna add a little bit more just here on the outer V. I like this shade darker. Now I pick it up a little bit more on this side. Now don't get scared. Don't get crazy. Don't get scared with this, because we're all gonna clean it up this later, okay? So right now, I'm just placing the eyeshadows where I wanted them to be. So now let's clean up the lid a little bit, because I wanted to carve it, kind of to do like a cut crease. So I'm gonna go back with my concealer, and I'm just gonna put a little bit here on the back of my hand, because all I need is a little bit, that's all. Okay, and I'm gonna use a brush like this. This is the e.l.f. concealer brush, and I just pick up just a little bit so I can clean up, because I really wanna add the lighter shade, but I want it to look like a cut crease. Lid. So picking up a little bit more. And then I'm gonna wipe my brush and go, I think I'm gonna go with this first color right here, okay? So I'm gonna use the same brush, and I'm picking up that color and applying where I add that concealer, where I kind of like cut my crease. This kind of like has some yellow in it, on my understanding. Let me add some, let's add a wing liner. That's what we're gonna do. For that, I'm gonna use this gel eyeliner here from e.l.f. Very black. I'm gonna just put a little bit of my angle brush right here, and I'm gonna kind of go on top of my hand just to make sure that there is no, like, the product is equally distributed. It's not like, you know, I mean, I hope you know what I mean. So I'm gonna look straight. Look at me. I need concentration to do this, guys. And then I'm gonna go here. So I got my wing liners done. Pretty good, right? One thing, I put the gel eyeliner in the back of my hand, as you can see, and if you go back and forth, you see it's not going anywhere. So I consider this to be a really good one. The only problem is, I think mine is getting a little bit older, so it's drying a little bit. So it was not creating like a very smooth line. So I had to add a black eyeshadow from this little palette in here from the Truffles. I added the black just on top. Oh, this is the black right here, just on the top of the liner, just to create more of that this smooth look line. Gosh, I can't speak today. Anyways, then I use my micellar water with my concealer brush again, just to clean up here the edges, to make it like a very sharp eyeliner. And let's now go for mascara. So for mascara, I have two that I like. I mean, let me say that this, I like it very much. This one, not so much. I'm still trying to work with it and see if it'll work. And if you ask me why I have two, well, one is just a normal, like regular, this is not normal. This is a waterproof mascara, okay? And this is a tubing mascara. Now, if you watched my other videos, I have a problem with mascaras for some reason. Doesn't matter if it's waterproof or not. If I don't put a tubing mascara as a second coat, I'm gonna have panda eyes at the end of the day. So this is a problem with my eyelids, my eyelashes, whatever the reason is. It is best for me to go with one and then add the tubing mascara next. The reason I'm not a huge fan of this one yet, I think the formula is very dry. I mean, it still does the job, but I just feel like the formula is very dry. I prefer something like this one from Milani. It's a little bit more wet. Some people don't like that because it's very wet, but this one is too dry for me. But I'm still trying to work and see if I come up to like it, you know? So I'm just gonna curl my lashes, and this is, by the way, it's an e.l.f. eyelash curler. Can I say that? Curler. Okay, so I'm just gonna go curl those lashes. And I'm gonna go with this Big Mood waterproof mascara. We'll go with the tubing mascara right after I apply the first one. I'm gonna wait for my lash glue to be a little bit more tacky before I put them on. My primer is pretty much ready, and this is how good this primer is, okay? Look, if you can stick the piece of paper on your face, imagine what it's gonna do with your makeup. So, chin chin to that. So let's go with this Halo Glow liquid filter here. I like to mix this with my foundation. Today we're gonna use, it's not a foundation. Hold on. It is the Camo CC cream, but I wanna add some luminosity on my face. So I love this guy. This guy makes your complexion like look so beautiful. And then with the brush, I'm just gonna make sure I have that all over my face before I apply the CC cream. Now let's go with the CC cream. Now the CC cream is, I believe, perfect for summertime because it's not really heavy and it just gives you like the right amount of coverage for your skin. This one here is almost over too. Like, as you can see, I use it up a lot. Oh, and I forgot to mention my shade. My shade is light 210N for neutral. And after I apply the foundation with my brush, I just go with a puff, like a damp puff, just to make sure there is no brush marks on my skin. I can see some on my nose right here. So now I'm gonna go back to my concealer and I'm gonna add a little bit here. Very teeny tiny because I don't wanna to go heavy on that because I'm not 20 anymore. So a little bit here, here. And the ones on under my eyes, I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit. I'm just gonna work on those right here. Just to add some brightness to the center of my face. You know? So, while I let this concealer sit for a little bit, I'm gonna add some bronzer. Should we add some bronzer? Let's do it. So for bronzer, I'm doing this putty bronzer right here. The good thing about this bronzer that I like very much is this, it's foolproof, okay? You don't need to be an expert in makeup to get this right. There is no way you're gonna mess this up. So I'm just gonna dip a little bit in here. Doesn't look like much. Oh, there you go. And then I go on this high point here of my face, going up. The same thing on here. And this is so light, so light. Really putting my brush in there. Gives like a little tan. That's what I like. If you just wanna, you know, I think this is another one that I think it's perfect for summer because it's not very heavy. So there is no way you can go heavy hand with this guy. And then we're gonna add some here. All the way on my hairline. Then I'm gonna add some on my jawline. Just to create that illusion that I have a very thin chin. So some here. Maybe I added too much on this time, but we're gonna fix it. Now, before we still let the concealer there, I'm not messing with the concealer. I mentioned I have two blushes, liquid blushes, and these are supposed to be the dupes for the Selena Gomez ones, Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez. And let me tell you, they are very pigmented, just like the ones from Rare Beauty. So if you want to save money, this is the way to go. I have two shades. This is Very Well, and this is Pink Promise. This is very pinky. So I don't know. I think I'm going to go with the pinky one, just because I've tested this one out. And this one, let's see. But I will show you how pigmented it is. So all you need is a little bit. And I mean just like a dot, like that. You see? Because if you add too much, to blend, it's gonna go crazy. Now I have a new brush from e.l.f. too. This is the liquid blush brush. And I mean, I can add more. It's always like, it's better if you have to add more than if you added too much and then you have to fix that later. I'm gonna add just a teeny tiny more. Just a teeny tiny more. Right, so now that I let this concealer marinate in there for a little bit, it is time to blend. Because after this, we're gonna add some powder. And like I said, it's always advised to go with liquids first. And then you go with the powder. Continuing, we are going to use a setting powder, right? So I'm gonna use this Halo Glow setting powder. Now the new ones have this pink cap. I'll put it a little bit here on the cap. I don't know if you can see. And with a puff, I'm just gonna dip my puff in there. And then, you know, make sure everything is the product is spread out like really well on the back of my hand. That's what I meant to say. And then I'm just gonna go on the center of my face here and extend a little bit on my nose. So now let's go back to this palette right here. And the first shade that I use, this one right here, I'm gonna put that on my bottom lashes all over. This is a smudge brush from e.l.f, by the way. And I'm just gently adding that color. And then I'm gonna use this color in here. That was the second color that we used. I'm gonna kind of wipe my brush. And just a little bit, I'm just gonna add this just on the outer corner, okay? Nothing else. I can just blend. I think I'm also gonna add some of this color right here, like to diffuse a little bit of the black, just kind of like on the bottom of everything that I applied, if that makes sense. I'm gonna add more mascara, and this time I'm just gonna add just the 2B mascara on my bottom lashes. You know what? Let's go with the Big Mood first. Let me see. I never used this one on the bottom lashes, but I might like it. Like, I have like no existing lashes on the bottom, so where is my tubing? So you know I like to add highlighter on the inner corner. Okay, you can grab any highlighter that you have. Like I said, I don't have one from e.l.f. This palette here doesn't have any shimmers. So what I'm gonna do, there is this other bite size here. It's called Cream and Sugar. And this one, if I can open, has this beautiful shimmer right here. So I'm gonna add this one on my inner corners, okay? And I'm gonna use my finger. So I pick it up a little. I don't know if you can see. And then just here, I like to add it. And if you wanted to, you can grab somewhat of that shimmer, okay? And add a little bit here on the top of your brow. Since this was a very matte look and I like some shimmers, so I like this look, but definitely like I'm missing my shimmers. Okay, so for lip liners, we're almost done, I promise. So for lip liners, I got 2 of them, and these were like $2 each. You can't go wrong with that. $2. So one, it was pink swear, and the other one is called Truth or Bear. I think this one is more pinkish. Let's go with the pink swear. Very nice, very soft. It doesn't drag or pull. Now, these lip liners, it's my very first time using. As you can see, I just took them out of the package. So I'll keep you posted how it goes. I don't know if they last longer or not. We are going to find out. But this lipstick, okay. What is the name of that Charlotte Tilbury one? Oh gosh, I forgot the name. It's gonna kill me. I'll have to put that on the screen, but this one is supposed to be a dupe for that one. Okay, and this is the Old Face. I think it's the Old Face satin lipstick, and this shade is called Dirty Talk. Okay, it's a very cute mauve tone. Oh, and it goes so well with the lip liner. It's a perfect nude lip. Pillow Talk. Oh my gosh, my brain was having a battle. So the one that is, so this is the dupe for the Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, Dirty Talk, that's the one. And then I feel like the same for this Cream Glide Lip Liner. That's what it's called, from e.l.f. It's $2, and this one again is in Pinky Swear, and I think they go so well together. I still want to try this one too, just to see how it goes, but looking from here, I really like it, right? And then I got, I swear, lip gloss, and I couldn't find where it is. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna use this with this clear one that is evidently like not cleared anymore. But this is a lip lacquer from e.l.f. It's super cheap too, and I'm just gonna go with that just because I want to add some gloss. So I told you that lip gloss would show up somehow. It was actually on the top of my desk and I didn't even. Anyways, this is the lip plumping gloss. It's called Pink Sugar. So you know what, just for the purpose of the video, I'm gonna add some, just because I got this specifically for this video and I couldn't find it. So there you have it. I use it. There you go. One more. Yay! And there you have, my friends. This is the complete look. using all e.l.f. products, and they are very affordable. They are launching so many products nowadays, and they're really, really good. So I hope you honestly enjoyed this video. I thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so. And I will see you on my next video. Beijos, tchau!